hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through a schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. We'll be starting out with this first video titled, Iranian leaders are calling for President Trump's blood after attacks. I guess they want more problems. I don't know. We've already smoked multiple leaders. We blew their boat up, their big ship. What do they want? What do they want? Because I don't think they want more attention from President Trump. They need to stop. Then we have a video titled RFK Jr. on medical school food education plan, saying this is how we implement the Maha agenda, making requirements for doctors to have to take nutritional education programs. They have to do 40 hours of it to get smart so they can be better doctors, I guess, if that's a thing. Then we got an interesting video titled Crockett disappointed in ruling over Dallas County voting hours. She is a dirty little election denier. Look at her. Then we got a video. We got a doubly. First one's President Trump fires DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. Second video, Kristi Noem reacts after being fired. Now she's getting kind of a new job, so it's not like she's unemployed, but they're saying that she's basically causing too many problems in the media, and she did something that was a little dishonest, and so she's getting a title change. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today was provided by Cerebrus, and it's titled, This is Why Guess Some is Late Sometimes. And guess some's going to like that. Then we got a video titled, Getting Back into the News, Viral Moment. I don't know what the fuck his name is. Tim somebody joins Capitol Police in removing anti-war protester from Senate hearing. Now, he's dressed up as a Marine. I don't know if he actually is a Marine, but he starts screaming lefty nonsense as he gets carried out of the room. I don't know. It's circulating the internet. I saw it yesterday. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but everybody's talking about it, so I figured we might as well cover it. Then we got a video titled, 3 women found dead in Wayne County, suspect in custody. This guy's 22 years old and just went on a killing spree. They have no idea why he did this. He just did it. So, I don't know. I think we're going to get a follow-up on that. Speaking of follow-ups, we do have a follow-up, and it is about the 2 little girls that were found in suitcases. This video is titled, Cleveland Woman Arrested for Murder as Investigation into the Deaths of 2 Girls Found in Suitcases. Now, I don't think this is going to be the last follow-up. It's still lacking in details, but it seems that they are advancing in the investigation. And then for the last little bit of the news, it is Lefties losing it. And again, it is not Rita. It's Danica. I don't know what happened to Rita. But today it's titled, Brave Iranian Demolishes Kamala Harris for Suddenly Speaking Out After Silence on Massacre. Then we're going to be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Watchmen. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Colty, and it's titled, Like Dad Jokes, but Worse. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Ghostly, and it's titled, Phrasing. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. And what is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Southern Eagleman? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Russell? What's up, Hair Juicer? And what's up, Guess Some? Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Major, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing to the chat, Major. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sly Dog? What's up, Colty? What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Scrolling through here. What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Otters? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Abby Girl? Happy freedom. What's up, Too Old to Care? If I can get you already. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Deb Perry? Happy freedom. What's up, H Big? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Granados? Happy freedom. What's up, Bob Roberts? Appreciate you being here. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Thor Mac? Happy freedom. Oh, did we get everybody? What's up, Magic Moon? Appreciate you being here. Happy freedom to you. Scrolling through the chat. What is your name? I can't even say your name. American? I don't know. Happy freedom to you. Appreciate you joining us. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Metal? Happy freedom to you. What's up, My Feed? Happy freedom. It was the... I don't know what you're talking about, My Feed. What's up, Wrench? Happy freedom to you. I think we got everybody. What's up, TV? Happy freedom to you. I think we got everyone. Why does my screen look like this? Hold on a second. A little refresh. Fix everything. Hit that like button over on Rumble. See if you can get us back on the front page. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Bob Roberts, you are omnipresent. I appreciate you. Happy freedom, everybody watching over on Twitch. What is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Agent O, you were first today. Happy freedom to you. Russell, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom. What's up, Parabellum? Happy freedom to you. Thank you so much, Larry, for the 10 doll hairs over on the Goof Tube. Really appreciate you, Larry. Thank you so much for your support. Let me see. What's up, Joe? Happy freedom. What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Bees Knees? What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Shanti? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Happy freedom. See if we get everybody. What's up, Show What? Happy freedom to you. What is your name? We'll go with DB. Happy freedom, DB. Slide Dog, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Anna Kims? Happy freedom. Anna Kims, I'll drop the link in the chat. I actually had Ghostly find it yesterday, and then I erased the chat before I got to watch it. What's up, Media Watch? Happy freedom. No, Rita, what kind of effing show is this? I know, it's all my fault. Think we got everybody. Go ahead and hit that like button over on the Goof Tube. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, Iranian leaders are calling for President Trump's blood after these attacks. I guess they don't like being on this side of the earth. I don't know. I don't know what they want. They're like, please do more damage, wreck more of our ships and everything else. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
Iranian leaders are calling for President Trump's blood following the most recent attacks. The Associated Press reports that an Iranian cleric went on state television saying the country is looking to shed Trump's blood. Plus, the Iranian foreign minister warned that the U.S. will bitterly regret sinking an Iranian warship. On Wednesday, a U.S. Navy submarine sank a warship in international waters. Now, this was a big deal. It marks the first underwater torpedo attack on an adversary since World War II. Authorities say 87 people were pronounced dead, while 32 people were rescued. This also follows a strike on an Iranian school for girls. Iranian officials say both bombings are considered illegal by international standards. American forces have led assaults on land and water, which have resulted in more than 1,000 Iranian casualties so far, according to AP. As a result, Iran has launched a new wave of attacks on the U.S. and Israel. I'm Kate Martell, and I write the Hill's 1230 Report newsletter. For more of today's news and all of the latest developments on the evolving situation in the Middle East, please go check it out. You can find it at thehill.com.
Okay. So like I said, Iran wants to become a parking lot. President Trump, he really doesn't want to have to spend the money to send the B-52s out there, drop some of those bunker buster bombs, but I don't know, they keep asking. President Trump will accommodate them. We're going to get right into this next one. RFK Jr. on medical school food education plan, saying this is how we implement the MAHA agenda. It seems like RFK Jr. is doing a pretty good job at trying to fix things. They pulled the dyes out of food, and now they're going to make doctors be better doctors, which I like that because I think they're about worthless. Their signature is the only value they have, unfortunately. Either way, hit that like button and let's get into this.
Today we mark an historic announcement delivering the solution to a problem the American Medical Association first identified 60 years ago when my uncle was president. Together with the Department of Education, Secretary Linda McMahon, I'm pleased to announce a transformative breakthrough in medical education that will reshape as the way that we train doctors in our country and deliver on President Trump's promise to end the chronic disease epidemic in America. 53 medical schools across 31 states are driving the national movement to champion nutrition education and reshape the future of medical training. Beginning this fall, these schools will require every medical student to complete 40 hours of comprehensive nutrition education or competency equivalent before graduating. More than 30,000 physicians each year will now graduate equipped with nutrition education to help prevent, treat, and reverse chronic disease. This is how we implement the MAHA agenda. This is how we make America healthy again.
Okay. Good stuff. doing the thing. Next up, Crockett disappointed in ruling over Dallas County voting hours. Now, they were trying to get a couple hours out of the voting polls. They're trying to keep them open until 9. The Supreme Court ruled that they had to close at 7. People had already cast their vote. So they said that they would have to go through and pull ballots that were cast after 7 o'clock. And Crockett says they're cheating. They're doing some cheating. People are being disenfranchised. Like I said, she's a dirty little election denier there. Either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat to see what you hooligans think about these first 2 videos. Once again, Iran threatening President Trump and saying the U.S. will regret sinking their warship. They say that in the video, they say there's more than 1,000 Iranians that have been smoked. You'd think they'd have all the blood they want, but I guess not. In the second video there, Bobby Jr. making it so doctors are required 40 hours of nutritional education before graduating, which I think is good stuff. Either way, like I said, Crockett being a crackhead, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat. Guess I'm sad about Kristi Noem. Oh, I'm sure she's going to do fine in whatever she's supposed to be. Let me see what they call it. It's a weird title. Where is it? She's going to be the special envoy for Shield of the Americas. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it pays pretty well. Russell Reed is probably on vacation. Yeah, it definitely could be. It could be. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Night Wolf? Happy freedom to you. She's being promoted. Is that what it is? Ranch B-52 bombers flew into UK last night with tail numbers covered up. Yeah. Just in case. What's up, Payne? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Darkhorn? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. Magic Moon, just eat meat, nothing else. It's healthy. That's what I told her. It's good advice. It's good advice. Kevin Bombs build character. Something like that. Otters, the worst chronic disease is liberalism and mental illness. It's true. It's hard to deal with. It's hard to stand next to on the train. Metal. Butterfly celebrates 4 years clean and sober today. Huge shout out to Butterfly. It's badass. Congratulations to you. Kicking ass out there. Thank you for letting me know, Metal. It's fantastic. Rappy, they better keep our president safe. Oh, I think I don't really worry about that. I think it probably takes a lot of self-control to not go over there and just wipe that place out. Those people are assholes. They commit terrorism on a regular basis. They fund terrorism. They're just awful people all the way around. And so it's like it probably takes a lot of restraint to not parking lot that place. So I don't know. I assume they're keeping President Trump safe. I worry more about the people here being assholes than over there, but I don't know. Thormac, they're still leaders in Iran? Sorta. It's kind of like whack-a-mole. Every time one pops up, we knock them down permanently. What's up, God Sign? Happy freedom to you. I appreciate all of you guys sliding through today. What's up, Fresca Bean? Happy freedom to you. It'll take a while for the Senate to confirm the new guy, so will Noem stay in that position until then? I don't think so. I think they're going to ride it out for the rest of the month or something like that, which we're just in the beginning of the hooligan holiday. We still got, 20-something days or whatever left of the month, but I think that's what it is. I think at the end of the month is when it's all going to change. Thormac, I didn't think Iran had a navy, but then I remembered the drones over the East Coast they said were coming from an Iranian mothership. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's true. That's what they said. What's up, Tar Kitty? Happy freedom to you. Guess I'm your omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Sam Miller? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bullseye? What's up, Daniel? Happy freedom. Media Watch. Looking for a date? Why are you offering? Bullseye, March 30th is when the new guy takes place. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Anna Kim's, I don't know how anyone could be against Maha in their logical mind, but lefties aren't logical. So grateful for RFK. Yeah, I think he's actually doing a good job. Out of everybody out there, it seems like he's the one that's working the hardest for us. Like everybody else, they're doing stuff or they're not doing stuff. But it seems like Bobby is actually checking boxes that affect all of us. Like it's affecting our food in a positive way. And we need it. We need a lot more work done. Our food is not good. And it's not just the processed crap. It's like even if you go get meat and stuff, it's been injected with all kinds of shit. The animals themselves are eating poison. So, I don't know. A lot of work to be done. What's up, Iron Horsey? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly, Iran's using China's defense weapons and they failed outright. The CCP has ships that have been crippled in the area just due to tracking systems getting messed up. Well, see, and I think that's what a lot of other people are worried about. They're not worried about Iran. They're worried about people coming to Iran's defense. Snooks, I think Trump made up the department for Kristi. I think it's a demotion. I don't know. They all make more than me. That's all I know. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, Crockett disappointed in the ruling over Dallas County voting hours. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this polled up. Crockett Crackhead here. Dirty little election denier. Now she doesn't flat out say it. She kind of insinuates it. Everybody's being disenfranchised and all that. That's good. All right. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
There's a lot that took place specifically in Dallas County. I'm sure you've been watching the returns, and none of the returns out of Dallas County are quite in yet. Dallas County should have the second largest voter participation of any county in this state. We don't have any of the results because there was a lot of confusion today. And so, our Democratic Party chair, Cardall Coleman, he beat me to the punch, as myself and Colin Allred. We're about to file a lawsuit to keep the voting polls open. We were able to keep the polls open, but I can tell you now that people have been disenfranchised. The reason that we knew that there were problems is because we were receiving the phone calls and the emails. The polls were supposed to stay open until 9, according to a court order. The Supreme Court, just a few minutes ago, just said, shut it down. The Supreme Court also said that they are to separate any votes out that came in after 7 p.m. So here's the deal. I have no idea how it is that clerks are going to know who was in line by what time, because the rule is that if you're in line by 7, then you get to vote. And so once there was a court order saying you had until 9, I'm sure that there were people that joined the line after 7. They now are telling them that you have to separate the votes out. What this means is that we will not know what votes are to be tallied from Election Day out of Dallas County. For sure, we won't know that tonight.
Okay. So, out there planting doubt and whatnot, claiming that they have no idea how they're going to be able to tell what votes came in when and this, that, and the other. I don't know. If our elections are that damn secure, they'll figure it out. I know that, but that's all right. When President Trump says the 2020 election is stolen, that's the big lie. But when Jasmine Crockett says it, people have been disenfranchised. Either way, next up we got President Trump fires DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. Like I said, this is a doubly. The first video is talking about her being fired, why they think she was fired, stuff like that. And the second video is Kristi Noem reacting to being fired. Now, she doesn't actually say she was fired. She talks about how she's excited for the new position and how she is proud of the work that she's done, you know, since being DHS secretary and all that stuff. That doubly's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Jasmine Crockett. Once again, saying that court ordered keeping the polls open till 9. She says the Supreme Court ruled that they needed to close at 7. Any votes that came in afterwards are to be removed. She claims that there's no way to sort out the ballots, kind of hinting that there's cheating taking place, claiming that people have been disenfranchised. Like I said, she's a dirty little election denier. It's good stuff. Either way, Kristi Noem coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Jasmine Crockett. Jizman Crockett. Russell, she's an election denier, just like they accuse us. Yep, exactly, Russell. Guess I'm sorry, but the polling places were announced last year, and it was on the voter registration card. Stupid people shouldn't vote anyway. Yeah, it just sounds like they blew it. Ghostly, keeping the polls open late for only Dems was the most un-American shit I've ever heard. Yeah, I don't know why they tried to... Well, I know why they tried to change it last minute, but I don't know why somebody approved it. Russell Crockett's the next employee for CNN. That's going to be what sinks the ship right there. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Green Eyes? Happy freedom to you. Darkhorn, Jazzy speaking all proper and shit. She didn't have any more appeal left. She's like, well, I guess I'll just talk regular now since I lost. What a loser. Slide Dog Dallas County is like her biggest fan base. It's dwindling now. Now we got to figure out how to get rid of AOC and Omar. Vote them out. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. Major Boohoo can't cheat. Now we got another woke tard instead. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Otter's grasping at straws. She is. She's looking desperate up there. Slide Dog, keep the polls open until we get the numbers we need. Yeah, exactly. That's what she was saying. She only need 30 million more votes to win. Kevin, what's she wearing? It looks like she skinned a couch. Yeah, I don't know. It was like she skinned an animal and then put the fur on inside out. She's looking rough. She looked like a character from The Fifth Element. Metal, Jasmine Crockett's just pissed that she lost her seat in Congress. Yeah. Yeah, she gave her position up to go run for another position and then lost. Now she's just the loser. Cass, oh yeah, I'm doing fine. That Reaper didn't come from me. It was all good. What's up, Polish? Happy freedom to you. Branch of people that voted for her must have an even lower IQ. Yeah. A lot of people who like her, they are the kind of person that she pretends to be. Right? That's the whole reason she acts like that. She tries to act all trashy and stuff because she's trying to reach that voter base. And so, yeah, they go and vote and stuff, or they don't have a car, but they got a lot of excuses and shit like that. And that's why it doesn't pay to appeal to those kind of people. They don't have the gumption to go out and vote for you. They don't give enough of a shit to make it happen. They'll just think of a really good excuse of why they couldn't make it in to vote today. That's why they had to keep the polls open till 9 o'clock. They didn't even wake up till 2 in the afternoon. So it's like, go ahead, aim for the trashy people, but you're not going to get what you want out of those people. It's stupid. So stupid. Well, she found out, didn't she? Patriot Dad, yeah. Yep, the threat is not gone, and I don't know if it ever will be. It's hard to say. I don't know what's going to happen next. Guess who? Happy freedom to you, Jasmine. Want the stripper club open past 9. That's what it is. She wanted the club open past 9. She said she wasn't ready to get off that pole. Just imagine what it smells like. Ugh. What's up, Douglas? Happy freedom to you. Oh, Douglas, are you informing us what the video says? I don't know why people do that. Like, you know, I always tell you guys, like, it's not just lefties who come in here and talk shit or like say stupid shit to me. There's right-wing people that do that stupid shit too. And people who act arrogant, they look just as fucking stupid as lefties. So this fucking idiot here says, Kristi Noem was not fired. She took a different position. I'm sorry for all you haters. We're all a bunch of haters because what the video title says. On 2 different videos. Yep, bunch of haters here. I bet you're gaped out, buddy. Either way. What's up, 2084? Happy freedom to you. The crowd reaction. Yeah. Oh, man. We couldn't keep the polls up until 9 o'clock? Oh, that sucks, man. Go home and hit the crack pipe a couple times. What's up, CMA? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Put Out? Happy freedom to you. Larry. How do you eat those Reapers? They're hot. It's hard to eat a Reaper. Eating the jerky's not as bad. It's a little dry, but eating a Reaper itself is pretty hardcore, especially if you eat the seeds. Eating the seeds is something you only do like if you get divorced, or like you find out your girl's cheating on you with your dog. You know, that's the only time you eat the Reaper seeds. Otherwise, I don't suggest it. Don't eat the Reaper seeds, because even if you survive the pepper and all that stuff and you drink your beer and then go on laughing about your day and whatever, that next day when you wake up, you will have the worst fire in your guts that you have ever had, and it won't go away. It don't matter if you're shitting, throwing up, peeing, it don't matter. Doing a number 4, it just doesn't matter. It's the heat inside you at that point, and it's in your intestines, and it sucks. Don't eat the Reaper seeds. Thank you so much, Output. Really appreciate the $2 hairs over on the GoofTube. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. I'm available, big guy. Oh, well, thank you. Me too. Me too. Let me see. What's your name? Zyke? We'll go with Zyke. Happy freedom to you. Larry, now you tell me. Yeah, don't eat the seeds. Don't eat the seeds. Bullseye, I'm so glad. What are you talking about, Bullseye? What video? The Jasmine Crockett one? What's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly should be working at Popeyes soon. That's gonna wreck that business too. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for the $5 over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. I'm being frugal right now. Let's see, it's gotten expensive to live in Illinois. Everything went up. Here's a little help, bro. Well, I appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much for the support. No, I hear you. There's a lot of us out here feel that way. It makes people a little bit bitter when they hear President Trump talking about how good the economy is and prices going down and stuff. That price going down crap, like, that might be true on his end, but all that does is create more profit. The businesses already know that we're going to pay those prices because we have been. So whatever we pay for milk and bread and whatever, we already pay that price. So when President Trump fixes whatever he does, right, that deals with manufacturing and all this kind of stuff, the source, right, when the sources provide the product to the stores, the distributors, they're the ones that are jacking that price up, right? So instead of that trickling down to us, it doesn't. It just increases their profit margin for these businesses. So they continue to charge us too much for gas. They continue to charge us too much for food. They continue to charge us too much for products. But they're making even more money now because on the other end, President Trump is fixing things, and the tariffs and all of this stuff, changing the economy is just making it so they're getting their stock at a better price. They're still handing down overpriced shit to us. Like, I just went across the street. Egg rolls are $12. $12 for the grocery store down the street here. I went to Dollar General, the same exact brand for the same exact egg rolls, $6. It's only like 6 blocks apart, but it's double priced. depending on what store you go to. Now, this is something only men pay attention to, is they read the ounces on the box, how many come in the box, price range, stuff like that. And then you go to another store, and then all of a sudden you're like, hold up. Hold up. Why? How come Pop-Tarts there's only 6 in the box? But if you go to Walmart, there's 8 in the box. And then you look at the prices are the same. Then it's like you're getting ripped off and shit. But people don't realize they ain't doing math. Math is hard. Ass snooks. But that stuff isn't changing for us. It's changing for the suppliers. And that's sucky. That's sucky because we're still paying too much for everything. Rent is completely out of control. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, let's get into this doubly about Kristi Noem here. So the first one's giving us information about her being fired and then getting a new job and whatever thoughts and whatever. And then the second video is going to be Kristi Noem responding to all of this. Her talking about Kristi Noem responding to it. I'll see if I can get a video tomorrow if she's actually made audible statements other than posts or whatever. But either way, this is a light summary of what's happened. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
Big breaking news. President Trump has fired Kristi Noem, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. In a Truth Social post just minutes ago, he said that she served us well, but she's going to become the special envoy for something called the Shield of the Americas, which is the security initiative. He thanks Kristi for her service at Homeland. She is being replaced by Republican Senator Markwayne Mullin, Republican of Oklahoma. Make no mistake, this is a firing. President Trump apparently had enough of the bad reviews of her, not just from Democrats or the news media, but also from Republicans. I just had Republican Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina on my show yesterday. He is a big critic.
I want leaders behind President Trump that do the hard work so that they're preserving the Republican majorities in Congress and the president's legacy. She's far from that.
That's just what Tillis was saying publicly. There are a lot of Republicans who felt very negatively about her, who were saying so privately. It has been reported that one of the straws that broke the camel's back was when Noem testified that President Trump knew about this multi-million-dollar, $143 million PR contract that a lot of people think just promoted her, not really anything having to do with President Trump or Homeland Security. That was the criticism anyway. She suggested that President Trump knew about that contract, had signed off on it. President Trump, behind the scenes, it's been reported, did not like that and did not feel that that was accurate. So Noem gone, Markwayne Mullin in.
Okay. So like I said, a little summary there of what they believe happened and why. But either way, Kristi Noem is no longer the secretary for DHS. Well, she will be until the end of the month here. Now, like I said, we got a doubly here. So the second video is Kristi Noem reacting to all of this happening. Now, I'm pretty sure they don't show her directly in this video. They're more or less summarizing her reaction that took place somewhere else. And like I said, tomorrow I'll see if I can find an actual video of her saying this stuff. But either way, get into this doubly, and then we'll go ahead and hop in the chat.
We have official reaction now from Secretary Noem. She has posted this to X. Thank you, POTUS, for appointing me as the special envoy for the Shield of the Americas. Secretary Rubio and Secretary of War are incredible leaders, and I look forward to working with them closely to dismantle cartels that have poured drugs into our nation and killed our children and grandchildren. The Western Hemisphere is absolutely critical for U.S. security. In this new role, I will be able to build on the partnerships, the national security expertise I forged over the last 13 months as the Secretary of Homeland Security. We have made historic accomplishments at the Department of Homeland Security to make America safe again. We delivered the most secure border in American history. 3 million illegal aliens have left the U.S. We've located 145,000 children. FEMA delivered disaster relief at a 100% faster rate. We ushered in the golden age of travel, saved the American taxpayer $13 billion, and revitalized the U.S. Coast Guard. So Kristi Noem just posting that to X moments ago. Molly?
Yeah, it does. I'm sure she does want to highlight some of the successes that she had during her time there. I also find it interesting that this new role that she has is a more foreign policy facing role. The cartels really are an important part of the Trump agenda, dealing with them. And should she want a political career in the future, one that a different office she might want to run for, it might be good to have increased foreign policy performance like she will get here.
Molly, it's always great to talk to you. Thanks for joining us today for the breaking news.
Be sure to...
Okay. So I don't know. I feel like it doesn't even matter if she got fired or not because she's already got a new job. She's still in government. She still makes more money than I do. So, I don't know. Being fired or not is kind of just an unnecessary detail. Either way, in the first video, they're saying that she was fired because of constant bad reviews from the right as well as the left. She claims that Trump knew about an expensive PR contract that happened, but he claims that he didn't know, at least not to the degree that she was claiming. And it kind of is alluding to her being dishonest and suggesting that, and then they suggest that President Trump didn't really like that. She's being replaced by someone named Mark Wayne Mullen, which I don't know anything about that guy. She's now going to become special envoy of Shield of America, or Americas. Again, I don't know what that is, but it's better than being just unemployed, I suppose. And then the second video there, talking about Kristi Noem reacting to all of it. Again, any clips or anything I've seen with Kristi Noem, she doesn't say that she was fired. She just talks about how she's proud of the work she's done and excited for the new job, and I'm sure it will all work out for her. Why wouldn't it, right? Next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Cerebrus, and it's titled, "This is Why Get Some is Late Sometimes." It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Kristi Noem. Larry, you actually ate a Reaper? Oh, Larry, we've been praying for you, but we're going to keep praying for you because the Reaper is so hot. I mean, almost nothing can survive it. The Reaper seeds are hardcore. They're hardcore, and I don't know how to fix it. Drinking aloe, that's what I would do. If I had just ate a Reaper pepper, seeds and all, I'd be drinking aloe right now. Because once you get that burning in your intestines, there's no way to get it out. I was going to go to the ER, and I kept thinking to myself, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Shove a water hose up my ass? Like, what are they going to do to fix me? Like, because the problem is inside my intestines, not in my stomach at that point, but in my intestines. It's so bad. It gets so hot that it burns when you pee without the STD. It's crazy. Reapers are no joke. Hair juicer. I've screwed up pretty bad at work, but never bad enough to get sent to Mexico. I don't know. The factory I used to work at, where we made car supplies, like whatever, certain components and whatnot, we had a factory in Mexico, and people used to say that stuff all the time. They'd be like, "Oh man, I think they're trying to send me to Mexico," and we'd be like, "You're white," and they're like, "What? No, to the factory down there," and we'd be like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, we knew what you're talking about." I'm like, I don't know if that's what you're talking about, hair juicer, but yeah, you don't want to go to Mexico. You don't want that. Sounds good, hair juicer. Sounds good. Russell, too bad his name isn't John. He'd be John Wayne. Do you know anything about this new guy? What is his name again? Mark Wayne Mullen. You guys know Mark Wayne Mullen? Why do they say his whole name like that? Is it just Mark Mullen? Matt Rogers, milk of magnesia for spicy innards. I've never heard of milk of magnesia. Interesting. It'll heal your intestines. I was like ready to boof milk at that point. I was like, holy, what are you guys doing over here? Let me see. Thank you so much, Wrench, for the $10 hairs over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Wrench. Thank you so much. Says for Klaus to enjoy some fancy feast. Badass. Thank you so much, Wrench. Yeah, Klaus is actually running low on the fancy feast. Thank God they're only like $35 a case. Nightwolf, it's a laxative. Oh yeah, well that's what you need. That's what you need. You get that fire in your guts, all you want is relief. You don't care how it happens, as long as they don't, call you frou-frou at the end. You don't care how they fix it. You just want it fixed. Metal, just like Iran doesn't want smoke, they're trying to blow up our asses. Yeah, I'm saying, you got to protect it. Protect it at all times. What's up, We Win? Happy freedom to you. The move is to protect the Western Hemisphere. It's almost like a takeover that's happening. Nightwolf, if she was being fired, I don't think she'd be moving right into a new leadership position. Yeah, I don't really think so either. I've never been fired and then got a new job that was equivalent or better, like by the same person. Never have I ever had that happen. Kevin, if I had a Reaper, I'd probably die. I don't know. It might increase your heart rate. It makes you feel like you're going to die. It's hot enough to where you almost start hallucinating. And you start behaving like you're drunk. And so it's hot. It's hot stuff. I don't know if it's... Can you sue someone? If that happens, maybe. What's up, Free the Good Tex, and happy freedom to you. Roy, you'll recognize him when you see him. What did he used to do? Talking about Mark Wayne Mullen. Thormac, he don't take shit from nobody. Really? What is he right now? Let me look it up. Mark Wayne Mullen. How do you guys know him? You guys went to school with him? Did he bring the coke into the White House? Oh, I've seen this guy's face before. I don't know what he is known for, though. I don't even know how I've seen him. Oklahoma. Is this the guy that was trying to make it so schools had to have the 10 Commandments or whatever on the wall? Come on, robot. Tell me some shit. Senator for Oklahoma in 2023. Trump described Mullen as a MAGA warrior, praised his support for strict immigration enforcement and border security. I mean, he sounds like the right guy. Sounds like him and Homan. They're going to be out here kicking ass. Southern Eagleman, Pepto, yeah. It might save you. Larry, note to self, don't eat Reaper seeds. No, don't eat the Reaper seeds. Snugs, milk of magnesia is like white Pepto-Bismol. I'm not scared of Pepto-Bismol. It just doesn't fix me. Matt Rogers, the endorphin load from eating stupid spicy food will make you feel high. Yeah, it does. Wrench, I think he fired her just for, just to shit the left up and maybe voted for the SAVE Act. I don't know. I don't even know if she was actually fired, but like I said, it doesn't really matter if you look at, her getting this new position. The only time I think it matters if you get fired or not is when you're filing for unemployment. My feed gas just jumped up to $3.39 and $3.49 in Ohio. See, I don't know what gas is here. I just walked past the gas station. I had to walk to the post office because I think it was Colty that sent me something, but it didn't show up today. I forgot to look at the gas prices. I know they're rising, but I haven't drove yet this week. MU, he's an MMA fighter? Yeah. Yeah, stick that guy with Tom Homan. There you go. That sounds like a plan. What's up, Angry God? Happy freedom to you. Night Wolf, magnesium nitrate will clean you out. That's something different, isn't it? Isn't that the dangerous kind? Oh my gosh. Are you for real, guys? That's who beat Crockett? I heard that he had like some religious message or something like that. He was preaching the Bible or something. I don't know. He does look like he's a fan of Wiener. I'm not sure though. Colty, if that's the case about getting the buzz off of eating spicy shit, I think we need to have an intervention for Jeff. Nah, I don't do it that often, all right? I'm not ready to admit that I have a problem. Angry God, gas prices are so high. Iran. Colty, soda's helping people? What? Make you feel high? I believe it. My feed, he preached to protect... I can't say that shit in front of YouTube and Twitch. How do I word it? He preached to protect shape-shifting baby deletion from happening. What the fuck? YouTube, just lighten the rules. Let me speak freely. Like, Jesus. Was that better? I don't think that was better. I just don't. I don't know. I don't miss jumping through the hoops. I know that. What's up, Sherry? Happy freedom to you. Guess who? Price of eggs. Egg rolls are too damn high. It shrink from when, let me see, it went from 10 inches to 5. That's right, guess who? That's right. It's that damn shrinkflation happening. What's up, Volvo? Happy freedom to you. What are we doing over here? Volvo, you're going to have to stop spamming the chat. Your bitch ass is getting slapped up out of here. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom to you. Mr. Lynn, he's not a true preacher of God. God does not work that way. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Lynn. I was just saying what I heard. I'm not saying I know anything about the guy who just beat Jasmine Crockett. Snooks. No, it's not bad. It's just, it's not great if you're a dude. We'll never treat you the same. It's the way it goes. Alright, hooligans, moving forward. Like I said, next up we got our midlife break. It's our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Cerebrus. Now, like I said, this one's titled, "This is Why Get Some is Late Sometimes."
Alright guys, in today's video, it looks like we have a woman with dwarfism who is getting ready to cook something. And I personally could not imagine having to use a 2-step ladder every time I needed to reach the countertop. I don't know why, when 70% of women with dwarfism end up with average-sized men, that she doesn't have one around to help her with this kind of thing. Just blows my mind, especially one that's this attractive. Like, where's the husband at? Where's the guy to take care of the stuff that's up there so she doesn't have to do it? I couldn't imagine what better he has to do right now than to help her cook dinner. It just blows my mind. See, this is what's wrong with the men in America, man. They're just not here to help the women out anymore. Chivalry is dead. I don't know how hard it would be for a guy to get here and cook dinner for her so she doesn't have to climb the counter. It's like the... Okay, gee, it's just... All right, guys.
And then Guess Some shows up for the live. It's a hard life. Somebody's got to do it. Either way, getting back into the news here. Next up, we have Tim Somebody joins Capitol Police in removing anti-war protester from a Senate hearing. Now, like I said, the only reason we're covering this is because it's all over the damn internet, so we might as well cover it too. This is some lefty who either is or is pretending to be a Marine. I can't figure it out. But he's against the whole Iran war, which there's a lot of people against the Iran war. But he starts screaming lefty shit once they get him out of the room. And so I don't know if he's legit or if it's stolen valor or what. I'm sure you guys will be able to tell. But before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick that my birthday is coming up. So if you'd like to send me something for my birthday, you're welcome to use the wish list, or you can send something to the P.O. Box. We will be doing the birthday unboxing on my birthday, March 11th, which is next Wednesday. So anyways, I'm gonna drop these links really quick. One is for the wish list, the other one is for the P.O. Box. You can use them however you like. Go do the thing and whatnot. I am running to the P.O. Box again tomorrow, and I will again on Monday, Tuesday, and then on my birthday before the live. That's the plan. So do the thing. Let's go ahead and do the thing. Anyways, let's get this pulled up. Like I said, dusty ass protester here dressed up as a Marine. I don't know if he's actually a Marine or not, but he was causing a fuss. And then there's like women screaming in the background and stuff. It's almost like a World Star video. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
We're not going to fight this war for Israel. Come on, let's go. America does not want to send its sons and daughters to war for Israel. Your inability to name that shows you that as leaders. Out. This is wrong. Stop. And nobody wants to fight for Israel. Commandant, please stand up as a Marine and stand up for America. Out. No one wants to fight for Israel.
His hand, his hand. Oh, his hand.
Sir. Let go of your hand. Let go of the door. Let go of the door. The senator broke his hand. A sitting U.S. senator just broke the hand of a Marine. Sir. Control your Senate. We're stuck in the door. Okay, sir. A U.S. senator just broke the hand of a Marine. He's stuck. A U.S. senator just broke the hand of a Marine. You're a coward. Everybody sit down, please. Everybody sit down, please.
I'm getting out of here.
That's fine. Everybody sit down, please. Is your hand okay? Okay.
No, it's not.
This is disgusting. Disgusting.
Just pull it
This
out.
is disgusting.
He got his hand caught in the door and he broke it.
Put your hand in.
Ryan, why are you here? Why are you getting arrested?
Free Palestine, from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Palestine will be free.
And what about this war in Iran?
What more can you do?
His arm.
Ow! My arm is
What are you going to do to him?
My left arm is broke. I understand. Don't fight us, okay?
I don't understand. You're still pushing on him.
Come on.
I need you to move
You
with
need
me,
to
okay?
stop.
Okay.
Ryan, stop.
He's fighting for you, not for him.
Okay, so like I said, dusty ass protester out there screaming and hollering, changing a bunch of nothing. That stuff doesn't do anything. It just doesn't. Going into a Senate room where these people are making the decisions that ruin our country and stuff, and go in there and go, I don't like what you're doing. That doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. It makes everybody not like you, instead of just those demons that, you know, eat babies and stuff. So anyways, this man claiming to be a Marine interrupts a Senate hearing protesting against the Iran war. Then he starts screaming free Palestine, just like the rest of the brainwashed lefties. All of that is what we're going to discuss in the chat here in a second. Next up, 3 women found dead in Wayne County, suspect in custody. This video is really weird because he's a 22-year-old who went on a killing spree. He killed 3 people who are not connected to each other, and all 3 people are not connected to him. He just didn't have anything better to do that day, I guess. I don't know. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this interesting video about a protester. Russell, the senator, was a SEAL. The one that was trying to get the protester out of there. You hear the woman screaming, a senator just broke that man's hand. They do worse than that. These people on Capitol Hill, they do terrible things. Russell, I think he's legit a Marine. He might be. Some people were pointing out in this video, when I seen it yesterday, they were saying that his uniform is really old. So maybe he's like not active duty. Like maybe it's an old uniform. I don't know. There's a lot of people questioning his authenticity. But I don't know. I don't know either way. Otters, he hasn't been a Marine since 2004. It's a lot of time to get, sit around and get brainwashed by the left. David, he was. I thought there wasn't a was unless you were dishonorably discharged. I thought it was once a Marine, always a Marine. And happy freedom to you, David. Bill Clay, stolen valor is illegal. Yeah. I've never seen it, but I've seen a lot of videos of people doing it where actual military servicemen will catch somebody in uniform pretending to be active duty or whatever, and they call them out by their patches and all that stuff. I don't know how any of that works. Anybody who was in my family, like military and stuff, was before I was alive, so I don't really know anything about the military. Plastic Quack, are you sure that's a Marine? I've never seen a Marine act like that ever. Yeah, I don't know. That's just what he's claiming. Nightwolf. What's disgusting is him showing his ass while in uniform. Well, I think he felt people would take him more seriously if he was in uniform instead of wearing rags like most of the protesters. Elder Zoomer. Well, there's nothing wrong with being on the side of thinking that the Iran war is stupid, and a lot of people say that it's, Israel is calling the shots and we're just doing what Israel says and whatever. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but like I said, going into the Senate room where they're like banging their interns and stuff and yelling at those people, that doesn't do anything. It's ineffective. It just makes people not, like this person because of the way they're acting. What did they think they were going to accomplish? Go in the room, start hollering, my opinions, and it's like, it just being an asshole, really. And nobody likes hanging out with assholes. But like I said, being in agreement with his statement of the Iran war is stupid or whatever, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think a lot of people feel a lot of different ways about all of it. Like I was saying yesterday, I try not to invest in this shit. I try to be entertained by it. So this guy went into a room full of people who don't give a shit. He screamed from the top of his lungs. He got his hand broken in a door. They tried to carry him out of there like a baby. He started screaming lefty statements like free, free Palestine. And then they carried his goofy ass away. I thought it was pretty entertaining. I don't care one way or another. And that's just how I've been doing it. I feel a lot better about politics since I've been walking that walk. But I understand everybody's opinions. And I'm not saying anybody's wrong. What's up, Keep It Salty? Happy freedom to you. Otters, he was in a Senate chamber. He's lucky he didn't get taken out. He's lucky they didn't take him in the meeting room and take his pants off of him, He's lucky this ain't the Biden administration anymore. Otherwise, he'd have been leaving with Diddy oil and loose, Free the Texan, war does suck. But what sucks more is Iran chanting death to America all the time, and then they had a nuclear program. Yeah. Well, and that's what I think is kind of funny is there's Americans who feel bad for Iranians that are being killed when until they died, all they did was scream about how they wanted all of us to die. We're such nice people that the people who want us to die, we feel bad for them. America's great. Yeah, I'm working on it, Snugs. I'm working my way over there. I got more important shit to worry about than YouTube. Until they start paying the bills over there, they're still going to be last on the list. What's up, MurderCom? Happy freedom to you. Free Palestine is wacky. It's just chance. It's like, they don't even... He diverted back into that. He was like, oh no, my brain don't work. Free Palestine. He's about to start screaming George Floyd, like, whose streets are streets? He was like reverting back. He was trying to, go back to default. That's how you know they're brainwashed. Whenever you kick them and then all of a sudden they just go back to old chants like it's 2020. Sandra's Library, is he really a Marine? Went through my head too. Yeah, it's questionable. Happy freedom to you, Sandra's Library. Blue Crow, sorry I'm late. Kristi Noem just left. She needed a little hooligan in her life. I understand. Happy freedom to you, Blue Crow. Bee's knees. He probably had a checklist to mouth off, I'm sure. Yeah. Sub challenge accepted. Happy freedom to you. Guess I'm sorry. 2 trailer park girls came by. They went around the outside. I heard about that. Either way, moving forward here, like I said, this man went on a killing spree just cause. They don't know why. He just felt like killing 3 women. Just something to do that day. He's only 22 years old. Ruined his whole life. What an idiot. Go ahead and hit that like button and let's get into this.
Thanks for joining us here on Midday. I'm Matt Font.
And I'm Alyssa Royster.
We begin this afternoon with breaking news. As you probably just heard if you were listening to our programming before this show, President Trump says he is replacing Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and will nominate Oklahoma Republican Senator Markwayne McMullen in her place.
This comes as Noem faced backlash and questioning on her running of DHS by the Senate Judiciary Committee and other lawmakers on Capitol Hill. This is a developing story and we'll make sure to keep you updated. A 22-year-old man from Iowa is now in custody accused in a triple homicide in Wayne County.
That's where we find ABC4's Sarah Murphy. She joins us live from Lyman this afternoon. Sarah, you've been down there since last night when we first got word of those killings. Catch us up to speed on what you're now learning.
Talk about a busy 24 hours here in Wayne County, you guys. I want to show you where I'm at. We are right outside a home in the Lyman area where police say they found a woman in her 80s dead inside yesterday. Again, this is a small community in Wayne County where this property is right off of SR 24. And you can see it continues to be an active and a windy scene here on this Thursday. They've got that crime scene tape blocking off the scene as investigators are here, and they've been here throughout the morning as they continue to bring out their tools, bring out their equipment to process what's going on here. Now, what they believe happened is this woman was one of 3 victims involved in what investigators are calling a triple homicide attack. And the latest update that we now know today, police say that suspect is now in custody. I want to show you him that now. Take a look at this. You're seeing on your screen, this is 22-year-old Ivan Miller. He's from Blakesburg, Iowa. Investigators believe he killed the woman in her Lyman home here, took her car, then went about a half hour away or so to a trail in Torrey. That's where they say he murdered 2 other women, one in her 20s, one in her 30s rather, another in her 60s. But the Department of Public Safety does not believe these were targeted attacks.
We have nothing to suggest that they were targeted specifically, and again, we have nothing to suggest that they had any prior relationship, and he has no connections to this area.
That's the latest from the Department of Public Safety today. A few things I want to clear up. We asked if any of these 3 victims were related. Investigators say no, they were not. They say the 2 women on the hike were likely friends, but none of these 3 women were family. Another thing, investigators went on a bit of a manhunt for Mr. Miller. They eventually caught him in Colorado, and police there say when they found him, they say he had a handgun on him and a large knife is how they described it. But it is important to note, investigators here in Utah have not identified what weapon or what way they believe he killed these 3 people. Again, we are keeping a close eye on this, as are many different agencies. We got confirmation the FBI is now involved, helping along in this investigation, and we are keeping a close eye on it all for you live here in Wayne County. Sarah Murphy, ABC4 News. I'll send it back to you.
Sarah, thank you. And the mayor of Torrey, Mickey Wright, released a statement on the triple homicide, saying in part, quote, "On behalf of the town of Torrey, I extend my deepest condolences to the families, friends, and loved ones of the victims. This is a heartbreaking moment for our small, close-knit community," end quote. Now, this is a developing story, so be sure to stick with ABC4 on air and online at abc4.com for the latest.
Okay. So like I said, very weird. Very weird. I hope that we can get a follow-up video on that, because it's just strange that he would just randomly do this. So it says this man went on a killing spree. They believe the 22-year-old man entered a home, killed this woman who was in her 80s. When they first, I had to watch that video like 3 times to write down all these details. The way that woman pronounced it, it sounded like she said that this man went into this woman's house and killed her and her babies. That's what I thought they said. And I'm like, wait a minute, okay. So babies means more than one, so that's 3 people right there. But then he killed 2 other women. That's 5. How do you only get 3 counts of murder if 5 people died? I did all this math I didn't have to fucking do just because this lady doesn't speak up. Anyway, she was in her 80s, and then they believe that he stole her car, drove to some popular trail, even though he's not from the area. Somehow he knew to go to this trail. He murdered 2 other women for no reason. One of them was in their 30s, the other one was in their 60s. They don't believe that these were targeted attacks. They don't believe anyone involved is connected in any way at this time. The victims don't know each other. He didn't know the victims. That's all they know at this time. But what I wonder is, like, did they work together? Did they take a yoga class together? Did they used to go to school together? You know, things like that. And I'm sure they don't know right up front, or at least they're not releasing those details yet. But either way, then they go on to say that when the police arrested him, he had a handgun and a large knife. So like I said, hopefully we can get a follow-up on this just to confirm. Did the people actually know each other or not? What was his motive? How did he kill them? We'll see if we can find out those details within the next week. Next up, we have Cleveland woman arrested for murder as investigation into deaths of 2 girls found in suitcases. Yesterday, we covered a video about the 2 girls being found dead each in their own suitcase, which is a horrible way to explain that, but here we are. And I said that we'd try and get more details, but they were being real slim on the details here. They have this woman. She's arrested. Nobody actually knows if it's in connection to the suitcases, but they believe so based on the charges. Like I said, it's kind of weird. Hopefully we get more follow-up after this. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this crazy person who decided to go on a killing spree and kill 3 women. Guess he'll be declared mentally unstable and get a ticket. Yeah, probably. Snooks, that man hated women. End of story. It sounds like it. It's just weird. It kind of reminds me of like Norman Bates kind of stuff, which he's a fictional character. But if you've ever seen like Bates Motel, which that's hard to watch if you don't have the best kind of dark humor inside of you. It just seems for a 22-year-old to hate women, it's probably not relationship problems, right? That's for 30, 40, 50-year-olds, people like that. Those are the people who have dealt with women long enough to where they hate women in their own age group. For a 22-year-old to kill a 30-year-old, 60-year-old, 80-year-old, which they're in their 30s, 60s, 80s, so it doesn't mean 30 exactly, but you know what I'm saying here. It seems that this could be maybe hate for teachers in his life, parents maybe he hated his mom, maybe his mom mistreated him or something like that, maybe aunt or a grandmother or something like that mistreated him when he was younger. It seems like hate for older women, if that is the case. It's just very weird because, yeah, I mean, you would think he'd have opportunity to kill men during his killing spree and he chose not to. Also, why did he enter the first house? Because the other 2 victims, he killed them on the trail. They were outside. They basically, is from what I would imagine, he crossed paths with them and then killed them. That didn't happen with the woman inside the house, at least from what the video was saying. So what made him go in the house to kill that woman if he didn't know her and he's never been to the area, or at least he's not from the area? So very weird. It was the Holiday Inn. Is that what happened? Live it review. Happy freedom to you. Snooks, I know about Bates Motel. You do? That really surprises me a lot. Even the first episode of that show is pretty hardcore. Russell, he had mommy issues. It definitely could be. Guess I hate women, but that's extreme. Cracking me up today. Matt Rogers, I wonder if the second 2 saw him do the first one. Well, they said that he had to drive to where the other 2 were. I wonder if the third one got killed because maybe she witnessed the second one being killed. But the first one was in a separate location from the other 2. I mean, who knows how far he had to drive, but just thinking off the top of my head. Guess some long-term meth addiction makes people do stupid shit like that. It could be he didn't look that drugged out, but maybe he was just in the beginning of his addiction. Livid review, dude looks normal. Just flip the switch. Yeah, it's weird. Russell, a tragic story, but the only question is why? Yeah, it's very weird. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy freedom to you. Oh yeah, I threw the hammer at Volvo because actually I don't think I did at Volvo. I don't remember who it was. Whoever the troll that got banned was, they were spamming the chat. If they weren't spamming the chat, I'd have let them sit there. They can go ahead and, you know, hate me or whatever. That's great. It helps my algorithm a lot. But they were spamming the chat too much, so I had to throw them up out of here. Jay Spray, where have you been? Guess some. That's right. Hold each other accountable. I like that. I like it a lot. Cass, it's like he stalked them and knew them. I mean, it could be. That's why I'm hoping that we can get a follow-up video, because there's a lot of lacking details there. Cass, Bates Motel, I think I could make it through 2 episodes. I watched the whole thing, but it is so weird. It's so weird that you really don't want to admit to everybody that you've watched that fucking show. I got, you know, I like to tell you guys all my business, so I just do that. But that show is so damn weird that generally you watch it and you're like, you don't want to tell anybody because there's so much weird stuff. And the first episode is really hard. I think his mom gets roughed up by an intruder, like right in the first episode, which is hard to deal with. But he like fantasizes about his mom and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden the episode ends, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you're like, but I need to know what happens next. Like, I can't walk away with these weird thoughts in my head. I need to know what happens next. And so then you end up watching the whole damn thing, and at the end, you know, there's like relief and all of that, but it's a very weird show. I don't even know if it's on Netflix anymore. I don't know where you can watch it, but it is very strange. It's one of the strangest series I've ever watched. Otter's mommy problems? Yeah, I'm thinking so. Tony Rez, dude's a demon for sure. He's got something going on with him. Free the Texan, Bates Motel is great. You think so? I've never heard anybody say it was great. That's funny. Joel Carey, wackadoodle with mama issues. Yeah, I think you guys are right. Sly Dog, I hope it's nobody I know. I hope not either. Terry Rez, don't be jelly. I know, you guys are all blowing kisses at Cass. I'm like, hey, what is going on here? Elder Zoomer, I bet money he was on prescription drugs. Could be. Maybe he was trying to use the girl's bathroom. He had to get some of those injections and whatnot. Otters, Colorado, not surprised. You can tell who's from like that side of the country because they don't call it Colorado. They call it Colorado or whatever. Colorado. I don't know how that woman pronounced it. We don't say it like that over here. David, I watched Psycho 3 at the drive-in and Cobra as a double feature. That's badass. I've never seen any of the Psycho movies. I know it's all related. That's all I know about it though. Angry guy blowing me kisses. Love that. Free the Texan, what's wrong with blowing kisses at Cass? Nothing. I was just wondering if it was deserving or not. I didn't approve those kisses. What are you guys doing? Cass, you know you liked it. Come on now. Keep it salty. Probably drives a Subaru too. What's funny is there was an article on X. I can't remember if I told you guys this yesterday or not. There was an article on X saying that ICE has been driving Subaru Outbacks to like go on undetected or whatever. And there was so many hooligans that tagged me in that post on X, and I was like, look at the brand I've created for myself. Nobody sent me lesbian stickers yet, but somebody brought it up to me. I was on the phone the other day, and they were like, you should, oh, it was today. I was on the phone today, and they were like, you should get a RAV4. Then it'll confirm to everybody that you really are a lesbian. I was like, I need to just grow a mullet out and just do the thing. Keep it salty. Everyone in Colorado drives a Subaru. See, figures. What's up, Jimmy? Happy freedom to you. I know, Cass, just smoking you. I'm having a hard day. Patriot Dad, my kisses are guilt-free, ladies. That's right, Patriot Dad. Those is free kisses. Darkhorn, I have the... Whoa, what just happened in my chat here? Now I gotta find you. There you are. I have the Psycho shower music as my ringtone. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to check that out after the live. Who knows what's gonna pop up from Google? I will check it out. Thank you so much, Get Some, for the $5 hairs over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Get Some. Thank you so much. It says kisses for Cass. That's right. Thank you, Get Some. Appreciate you. Throwing my chapstick. It happens. Snooks, I thought you meant Bates Motel from the movie. I don't know what you're talking about, Snooks. It's a TV show as far as I know. Matt Rogers. Oh, I didn't know there was a Bates Motel movie. I think maybe we have some misunderstandings happening in the chat. I was talking about the Bates Motel TV series where it shows Norman Bates is like a young teenager. He's like in high school. And so he's like dealing with situations you deal with in high school, and he does not handle them correctly at all. And his mom's trying to run a hotel, but she's a fucking psychopath herself. And she's just a mess of a mom, really. But then he needs help that he ain't getting. And as the series goes on, things get stranger in a lot of weird ways. Jay Spray, Subarus can't go undetected. Just follow the oil trail. It's like tracking a deer. Yeah, Jay Spray. When I first got my Subaru, my buddy WMM, he hopped in the car. This was a couple of years ago. He hopped in the car. He's like, you smell that? And I was like, no. And he's like, you don't? And I was like, dude, I ain't been able to smell or taste anything since like 2022. He's like, oh, it smells like oil burning. I'm like, that's what Subarus smell like. What are you talking about? That's how they're supposed to smell. Come on, man. Oh, I see what you're saying, Snooks. Yeah, the series is very weird. What's up, Mike T? Happy freedom to you. It's an Alfred Hitchcock movie. See, I'll have to look into it. I didn't realize there was a movie. Patriot Dad Psycho was based on a true story. I didn't know that. Pure Blood, happy freedom to you. I'm a baby. I know. Not just a baby. Me and Klaus Daniels. Culty RAV4s are good cars, but only 2015 or older. Yeah, I can't afford that stuff. A RAV4 with no transmission hasn't ran in 15 years is worth $10,000 in Michigan, so I'll never be able to afford another car again. Cass, I didn't start it. I just acknowledged that it was happening. You deserve all those kisses. You just go ahead and welcome them in. What's up, Canuck? Happy freedom to you. Canuck, he hit a deer with his truck. Had to sell it to a... What are you saying? Had to sell it to a tow company. Saw the 80-year-old pull into her garage and liked her car. What? Interesting. Where did you hear all of that, Canuck? Bee's Knees. I'm more of a fan of the Alfred Hitchcock, the old school TV series, just like Twilight Zone. Oh, that's who made Twilight Zone? I've seen a little bit of that. What's up, Visions? Happy freedom to you. Who are you talking about, Cheeky Chops? People are always wishing you well. The chat is so small on YouTube, I can't hardly read it. Let me see. There we go. What's up, Manny? Happy Freedom. Psycho is the movie, Bates Motel is the series. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Vince Vaughn played a great Norman Bates. He's very weird. Isn't he a doctor in another TV show? I can't remember what that's called, but a lot of people seem to like that show too. Agent O, the shower scene ringtone, I need that. Well, we'll see if we can find it. So Roxy, happy freedom to you. So Spirit Matter, happy freedom to you. Jay Spray, it's the Subaru version of the new car smell. Yeah, basically. Just a little oil burning. That's normal. Guess he said I'd kill for a car like that, and the rest was history. I suppose that's what caused the killing spree. Cars cost too much. That's, I understand. Either way, moving forward here. Like I said, we got to follow up on the 2 kids that were found in suitcases. An arrest has been made, but nothing's exactly confirmed yet. But before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry's in need of a kidney transplant. He's recently been in and out of the hospital. He's got a lot going on, so we put together a page for him over on the website. It's got his story, details, links, and he even made a GoFundMe. If there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. Let's get this video pulled up. Like I said, follow up for the two kids that was found in suitcases. Now, let me see here. Still low on the details, so hopefully we'll get another follow-up. Hit that like button and let's get into this.
With a breaking news alert.
It's no secret that it touches our hearts. Our officers are human just like everyone else, and they're their parents, their grandparents, and it affects them as well.
Cleveland police have identified and detained a person of interest after making a horrific and disturbing discovery. Thanks for joining us for the news at 11. I'm Chris Fry. 2 young girls identified as half-sisters found buried in suitcases. Police have not released the name of the person they brought in for questioning, but records show that 28-year-old Aaliyah Henderson was booked into the Cuyahoga County Jail tonight for murder and child endangering. Neighbors telling 19 News she lived at the home where police detained someone earlier this evening. Here's Caitlin McCarthy with the breaking details.
Cleveland police investigators spent hours taking evidence from a home here on East 162nd Street in the Collinwood neighborhood. This is across the street from where the 2 girls were found in suitcases buried in shallow graves.
Part of the investigation led us to this home, and it's been a nonstop, ongoing investigation. Our homicide unit, it's often not said, but they have been working around the clock in this investigation.
Cleveland police say a person of interest has been brought in for questioning involving the 2 young girls buried in a field next to Ginn Academy. The community has been trying to grip this heartbreaking discovery that was made on Monday evening. We spoke with a neighbor who lives close to the home investigators searched. She did not want to show her face.
I was just shocked. Like, that's like crazy. Who can do something like that to some babies?
Councilman Michael Polensik says he wants accountability for whoever did this and justice for these girls.
What kind of monster demon would do this to 2 children? Just throw them away like they're garbage. No, not here. Not in Collinwood. No, that don't happen. We're not going to put up with that. We want resolution. We want these 2 children. There's got to be justice for these 2 kids.
A somber reminder of where the remains of the girls were found. This small memorial showing that the community will not let them be forgotten.
This obviously is difficult in terms of the ages of the victims, and it's no secret that it touches our hearts. Our officers are human just like everyone else, and they're their parents, their grandparents, and it affects them as well. which is, it goes to say that they're committed to resolving this as quickly as possible.
And the names of the 2 girls found deceased have not yet been released. Cleveland police say this investigation is ongoing. Reporting in Cleveland, Caitlin McCarthy, 19 News.
Okay. So, well, I'll show you this really quick. That woman's face in the middle and then also on the left there, that's the woman that was arrested, by the way. But what I wanted to point out is that they didn't emphasize it a lot, but I looked into it, I Googled it and stuff, trying to find more details because it's so hard to get any information out of these videos. They're not saying that the woman arrested has anything to do with the 2 kids being in suitcases. It's not confirmed. Nobody really knows what happened to lead to her being arrested. They were not given names specifically by the police as the investigation continues for the children in suitcases. But this woman was picked up, she was arrested, and she is being charged for murder and child endangering. So they're assuming that she is the person that either did this to these kids, or maybe she's the mom of these kids. I don't know. But a lot of other videos are doing a better job of emphasizing they don't know 100% if this woman is in connection to this other case with the kids in suitcases. They don't know. They just think it is. And there's a lot of different videos out there saying the same thing. They're showing this woman, they're saying her name according to the arrest records, and they're saying that they believe it's all connected. It's not confirmed yet. We also don't know how the kids died. We don't know if this woman's the mom or related in any way. She's 28 years old. She is being charged with murder and child endangering. Like I said, they don't give much details about her other than that. And that's all they say is they believe the reporters believe it's all connected, but the investigators have not confirmed that. So hopefully we can get another follow-up video, figure out how the kids died, as awful as that is. I don't know. It's part of the story. Figure out who this woman is, figure out if anybody else was connected, and figure out why did they do this? Why would they do this to these kids, right? Because kids are bad. They ain't never that damn bad, though. Like, it's bad parenting at that point. And like I said yesterday when we covered it and all they knew was they found kids, where's the parents? Why was there no report of anybody missing? You know, like, were they trafficked into the country? Stuff like that. So it seems like they're narrowing it down. But again, this is pretty much all speculation at this point. And hopefully we can find more for this story because it's pretty crazy. Either way, next up we got the last little bit of the news, and it is lefties losing it, but like I mentioned earlier, it's not Rita. It is Danica once again, and today it's titled Brave Iranian Demolishes Kamala Harris for Suddenly Speaking Out After Silence on Massacre. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about this story with the 2 kids that were found in suitcases. Green Eyes, thank you for joining us over here on the website. So sad, so much crime and killing all the time. Yeah, it's true. Well, people have been going so long without consequences. I feel like the lockdowns really broke us. And as the restrictions eased up, there wasn't really an official, hey guys, we're no longer in the lockdowns. That never really happened. It was just restrictions just quietly eased up around us. And as that happened, accountability went right out the window. People cared so much about the stupid restrictions we had in lockdowns. They wanted to make sure you had a mask and that you 6 feet apart and don't breathe on each other and work in inhumane conditions and all this shit. They worried a lot about that. Illegals coming in breaking the law, nobody was worried about that. Americans breaking the law, nobody's worried about that. You know, human trafficking, all that, like, people just were not being held accountable at all. And people got used to it. And I mean, it started probably before then, but during the lockdowns, the only people outside were protesters. Anybody else, you were getting roughed up by the public. It was either people of authority or people who just wanted to tell you what to do, were getting in your business and trying to interfere with the quality of your life. And so it's like the bad guys were the only ones that were free for a long time. And I think they just got used to the shit. And so now we're starting to see people get cracked down on, right? Lots of illegals being deported, criminals being locked up. or shot and killed or whatever. Accountability is kind of peeking around the corner, not for Capitol Hill. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but at least in red states are cracking down on people committing crime and stuff. And so now I think that the criminals got so much momentum that they can't slow down. So they're still committing these terrible crimes and stuff, but now they're getting to a point where they're actually being held accountable, and just got to pretty much lock up all the wackos they come across. And eventually I think we can get back to a stable point where you don't have to necessarily worry about dying every time you leave your house. Hopefully. It's hopeful thinking, I suppose. Jay Spray, if I had to deal with that, the biggest news story headline would be Dad went on a killing spree. Yeah. I don't know. You know, there's something wrong with people if they're putting kids in a suitcase and all of that. It's messed up. So messed up. Yeah, I guess that was the only one I had on the schedule. I want to know why it happened, though. Guess they're each in their own suitcase, unfortunately. Jay Spray, the NWO has begun. It's no longer a fight to stop it, it's a fight to survive it. There's a lot of people who are saying that all the Epstein stuff and everything else is to get people motivated to see the government go down. But if the government goes down, then that's one of the check boxes for the NWO. So they're saying that they're convincing the American people to be on board with the NWO instead of fighting against it by giving an enemy, basically, like saying, you know, like for the Epstein stuff, right? You want to see all these people go to jail. But then they came out and they said, well, if all these people go to jail, then the system's going to fail, which is a lie. We're the ones that run the system. They just benefit from it. And so makes people mad, right? Mad people want to see politicians go to jail. We seen Anna Paulina Luna yesterday in a video that we covered calling out the corruption on Capitol Hill while sitting in the Senate chambers or wherever they were, and right to their face saying that they are protecting corruption and stuff, and admitting this is why the American people hate everybody on Capitol Hill. Not hate them, but you know what I mean, just disapprove of everything they're doing. And it does kind of get people on board with that. And so I don't know, but these are just things I hear and whatnot. Guess that's why I get fat. No way to fit in a suitcase. I tell a lot of people that, especially women who are against guns, because I'm like, you know, if anybody should be pro-gun, it should be women in the country. You think I'm getting kidnapped? I weigh 225 pounds and I look like I eat dogs for breakfast. Like, nobody's kidnapping my ass. They're just not. They're just fucking not. Unless it's a three-letter agency, nobody off the street is coming to pick me up and haul me away. It's hard to pick me up. I got to get out of this chair 20 times a day. I'm telling you, it's hard to pick me up. They ain't picking me up, you know? And so, like, I always tell women, like I said, who are against gun laws and shit, I'm like, guns make us equal. They make all of us equal. And it's like, nobody in America should be against guns. It makes us all equal. And women are considered vulnerable people, just like kids and elderly and stuff. Women should be pro-gun. Guess I'm agreed. All women should be armed. I agree. Absolutely. I think all Americans should be armed. It's good stuff. It's good for all of us. An armed country is a polite country. Thank you so much, King of Biltong, for the $5 hairs over on Rumble. You're a badass, Biltong. Thank you so much for everything. For the law affair, thank you, Biltong. I appreciate you. Patriot Dad, thank you so much for the $5 hairs over on Rumble. You're fantastic, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. Take my money, bigot. Happy freedom, hooligans. Happy freedom to you, Patriot Dad. Thank you. Tony Reyes, Jeff on that K9 diet. I don't want to get the girls excited saying I look like I eat cats for breakfast. They're going to be like, staying at Jeff's house tonight. Yeah, nah. We ain't got to raise all that. You guys are already blowing kisses at Cass, you know, I'm just saying. Live review how I'll be taking free coffee. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if they could lure me into the van, you know, that might be a thing. They're not going to pick me up, though. I know that. Jay Spray, did you see Michigan House representatives are putting up a bill for constitutional carry? I have not seen that, but they've done it a couple times since 2015, and it never passes. I'm glad that they're trying it again, but I hope it actually passes this time. I'm good for like the next 4 years on my concealed carry license, but it would be badass to not need a license for it. You know, I like it in certain ways. It helps police leave you alone, because when they look up your record, or say you're on the road, right, you're driving, they run your license plate, it comes up that you got a CPL, you got a concealed carry license. Generally, they'll leave you alone because criminals don't go through the trouble of getting a concealed carry license. So they'd rather not deal with an individual that is probably armed if they're most likely a law-abiding citizen. My buddy had a CPL for a long time before I went and got mine, and anytime we got pulled over, which doesn't happen very often, but it happened on 2 different occasions, and on both occasions, once they got his CPL, because you got to hand it over with your driver's license, once they got a hold of his CPL, they spend the rest of the time talking about what their everyday carry is, and you know what kind of ammunition they buy and what the prices are and stuff like that. They don't even talk about why they pulled us over anymore. It's like they just don't give a shit at that point. And when I started seeing that, that's what really sold me on the CPL. I was like, well, damn, it's good for all kinds of things. But I do wish that Michigan would go constitutional carry. Jay Spray, Republican? Yeah, I figured. Snooks, if I tell you have a nice body, would you hold it against me? It's a long walk from Michigan to Florida, Snooks. It's a long walk. Remember Virginia had a big rally a few years ago and they shelved it due to backlash, now being brought back up on carry. You talking about constitutional carry? When Virginia House of Delegates went all in on gun control this month. Oh, gun control. So they're trying to restrict guns in Virginia. It's not good. It's not good. Wrench, they should be armed except for 1 week a month. You mean when they're suffering from mental illness and trying to control a wound that won't seal? Yeah, I understand. I've gotten the blunt end of that a couple times. Patriot Dad, I'm pro beer bottle if the situation calls for it. Yeah. Jimmy, well, it's weird when they don't have arms. It's true. It's true. Deb, never give up the guns. You can never have enough. That's right. That's why I always think it's funny when we cover these news stories and they're like, yeah, this American had a whole arsenal in his house. He had more than 25 firearms. He's probably an extremist. It's like, sounds like USA to me. Like, there's no limitations on firearms. I don't care if you got 500 guns at your house. You're going to look bad on the news, but you're going to look great to the rest of us. We're going to be like, how did you afford 500 guns? This guy must have been wealthy as fuck. Like, that's what everybody thinks. David, you look heavy. I am heavy. Freely text, I'm 300 pounds. Good luck. That's what I'm saying. Kidnapping us off the street? I don't think so. Bill Tong, anybody touch a hair on one of my kids, let me see. I'll be receiving food through a shuttered door for a long time. Yeah, people need to leave kids alone for sure. What's up, Rip Dog? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. Colty, yeah, we will be in a second. Hair Juicer West Virginia is talking about allowing machine guns. Damn, that ain't that far from me. We have to go visit West Virginia. That sounds badass. So Virginia wants to restrict guns and West Virginia wants to have machine guns. It's always the best side on the west side. Snooks, but I like tanks. They're sexy. Last time I wore a tank top, you guys said I had man boobs. I ain't never wearing it again. I say that until it's about 72 degrees outside. I'll be half naked again. I gotta do that. What's up, Plukester? Happy freedom to you. Plukester, I'd like to not die when I leave the house, but I conceal carry a pistol to increase my odds of not dying. Yeah. I don't, like I say it all the time, I don't even take the trash out without being armed. I don't. Because I always think about how stupid I'll feel. Like going to run outside real quick to do something meaningless, and then all of a sudden I get held at gunpoint, or jump in the car and somebody sticks a gun to my head or whatever. And then I'm like, I left the gun in the house. Like, I go through all the trouble of having a license and everything. Like, I left it on the dresser. Oh, man. Like, not me. Not me. It'd be me in flip-flops, gym shorts, tank top, 4 feet of snow, and a pistol banging on my side as I'm running out taking the trash to the dumpster. I don't give a shit. I'll go barefoot before I go without a pistol on me. Legally. Legally. Guess who? Danica could be reporting Jeff be on the streets eating cats. I do. On all four with my butt in the air. Fucking stupid. So stupid. I wish it was Saturday. C1. I don't know if you're in the chat or what. I've not seen the clip you're talking about, though. What's up, Rhyme Time? Happy freedom to you. Many. West Virginia wants to be like a $200 tax stamp for full auto. I mean, I'd pay $200 for full auto. That's nothing. What does it cost to get a suppressor? Because I'm pretty sure you can get suppressors now. I don't know if everybody can, but I think most people can get suppressors, but you got to file for a license or something like that. And I think it's expensive. Bee's Knees, similar thing happened back around Baltimore. 2 little kids were in suitcases in a trunk of a car of the mother. So horrific. I think we covered that, Bee's Knees. I think we actually covered that story. Many suppressors are tax-free now. Damn. I wonder how much it costs for a suppressor. Otters, an ATF license? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. David, how bad's your neighborhood? It's not. Like Snooks was telling me that she's worried about me because I go walking in the middle of the night. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning and she was texting me something about live streaming software or whatever. And I was like, walking down the street and I was looking at my phone and I was like, I don't know. I'm outside right now. And she was telling me to be safe. I was literally the only person outside. There ain't even cars driving by. It's just me. I can just walk right down the middle of the road. The only people that's going to bother me is cops. And even they're not even out. They're just parked somewhere doing nothing, staring at their phone or whatever cops do. Yep. For the Texan, suppressor for 9. Well, either or. 9, 20. The 22 ones look fun as hell. Guess you have to have a level 3 for a suppressor? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, hooligans, let's get into this last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. Like I said, it is lefties losing it, but today it's with Danica. And it's titled, Brave Iranian Demolishes Hyena Harris for Suddenly Speaking Out After Silence on the Massacre. Whatever massacre they're talking about here. Now you hold on, Danica, we're not ready yet. Now before we get into this, what color do you think Danica is wearing today? J-Spray, yeah. Being away from the cities. All right. Otter saying blue, Rip Dog saying white, Elder Zoomer saying blue, Cass saying red, Angry God saying green, Watchman saying pink, Rappy saying purple, Guess I'm saying blue, Deb is saying peach, Appeal to Evan saying blue, Too Old to Care saying orange, Tony Rez saying yellow, Meta saying pink, Canuck saying sperm whale blue. Spirit Matter saying blue. Agent O saying red. What's up, Andrew? Happy freedom to you. Free the Texan saying blue. Wrench is saying blue. David saying black. Sandra's Library saying white. Guess who's saying green? Agent O saying red. If I can get you already. Green Eye saying teal. Snook's very tall nudity. I need to look up how tall Danica is. Maybe she just looks tall. Roy saying red, white, and blue. Otters, blue. Cashy has to be 6 foot. Yeah, I think so. Pure blood, watermelon. Is that a color? All right, everybody place their bets. Agent O. No, it's not Rita. It's Danica. So you're saying blue, Agent O? Slide Dog. Web search says Danica's 5'5". Really? Maybe she's like proportioned weird. I don't want to say weird. She's not weird looking. Huh. Roy, she's very short. Interesting. Toilet care. I don't think she's as colorful as Rita. Are you saying that because she's white? I'm so desensitized to everything. I just don't know at this point. James, happy freedom, James. What do you call a woman with one leg? Peg. Everybody place their bets here. Let me make sure. I think so. I think we're good to go here. All right. I can confidently say that Danica is wearing white today. Okay, I don't want to hear the bullshit. Nah, Jeff, it's a little eggshell. No, it's white. Okay, that is white supreme pizza white right there. So anyways, hit that like button and let's get into this.
Now it's time for lefties losing it. Don't you love it when the left fall flat on their hypocritical faces? Well, that's what happened in Manchester when a mourning event for the Ayatollah was crashed by Iranians celebrating his death. Oh, we love to see it. And they're holding a Trump picture. They love him. And how about Kamala Harris getting walloped by this Iranian?
He has put American troops in harm's way. I unequivocally oppose this war of choice.
But I have to say, I am tired of seeing some politicians here in America, especially Democrats, making this about their own politics, scoring political points like Kamala Harris. Suddenly, she kept quiet about the massacre. Suddenly, she found a voice.
Yes, Kamala found her voice and probably a bottle of wine. Well, the representative for Somalia, aka Ilhan Omar, has proven once again why she is a much better fit for Mogadishu than she is America. Here she was on the floor of the House, desperately trying to halt Donald Trump's action against Iran.
Is unilaterally dragging this nation into an illegal and unjustified war with Iran. As someone who survived the horrors of war, I know that bombs do not build peace or create stability. Military strikes will not make us safer.
I mean, she actually has the audacity to stand in front of America and lecture, because to me it seems that she hates the US. Now, I know that you're going to love this. Have a listen to Elizabeth Hasselbeck on The View destroying the dumb bimbos on the rest of the panel who have nothing left to say.
We need a strong border, especially now with our current global situation. And I believe that you may say you don't want border control and you're against ICE, but I actually don't believe you in your daily lives. How many people in the audience here had to go through security to get here? Raise your hand. Just be honest. Otherwise, you go to jail, I guess, for illegal trespassing, right? This is an authorized audience. They had to go through security to get through the border, to get right here to just hear us talk. We need strong borders more than ever right now. We are being infiltrated.
But listen, can I give you
And let's be honest, they'll never have her back again because she's too good for the rest of them. The suicidally stupid trio, Joy, Whoopi and Sunny, must be beside themselves. Well, good news, folks. It's all over for deranged lunatic and crock of you-know-what, Jasmine Crockett, because she's officially an all-American reject. She's been forced to concede her race for the US Senate in Texas after suffering a humiliating and embarrassing defeat to a lesser-known Democrat, State Representative James Tallarico.
No one. I gotta get through this.
And so now she cries. I mean, it couldn't have happened to a better person.
You're yelling.
You don't want me
calm
to
down.
Be,
No,
Can you
please calm
don't
down.
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5?
Just because someone has committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal.
I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like go. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep bird, any rap, he a freak though, man down, call an ambulance, tell him breathe, let them boys to the cross.
Yes, goodbye and good riddance, you race-baiting, in need of anger management classes, utter moron. And yet, right on cue, here are the lefty meltdowns about it.
This is not America! Okay, I'm so upset. I cannot believe this is happening to our country. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, Governor Abbott. All y'all. Shame. Shame. Shame on you guys. This is ridiculous. You're going to do whatever you can to suppress our votes. You already gerrymandered everything.
Yeah, oh dear. Well, at least Jasmine has one fan at least. And have a listen to the guy who's actually won that race, James Tallarico. Is this seriously the best the Dems could come up with?
Is both masculine and feminine and everything in between. God is non-binary.
Right. God is non-binary. Okay then. And it doesn't end there. In fact, he may even be worse than Crockett.
Trans children are God's children, made in God's own image. There's nothing wrong with them. Nothing at all. They are perfect, they are beautiful, and they are sacred.
I mean, this is truly sick. This is peak lunatic asylum. And it won't even shock you to know that he can't even say the word woman.
As citizens. Every one of our neighbors with a uterus became the property of the state.
Neighbours with a uterus? Wow, that is a new one. That's a new one. And now to tampon Tim Walz, who has copped it in Congress. And, well, guess what? He doesn't even know what a woman is either.
What is a woman? Have you learned that lesson? Do you know what a woman is?
I'm the governor of Minnesota, Congresswoman.
Do you know what a
I'm not
woman
here
is?
to be your prop for your obsession.
So
I
if you
taught
can't
middle school
define
your
what
obsession.
a woman is, you certainly can't define what fraud is. If you can't even define what a woman is, you can't define fraud. How much money was spent on autism in Minnesota in 2017, Governor?
I don't have those numbers in front of me, Congresswoman.
Did you prepare for this hearing today? Did you
I
do
did.
any preparation
I take
for this hearing
Congress
today?
seriously.
I mean, this guy was almost vice president, can you believe? Now, please watch and enjoy this moment.
When Barack Obama was choosing his vice presidential candidate, he had 3 criteria. He wanted to make sure he picked somebody that wasn't as smart as him and had less talent and charisma and couldn't possibly outshine him, so he picked Joe Biden. And then Joe Biden in 2020 used the exact same criteria, and he picked Kamala Harris.
Yeah, and then he actually went on in that clip to say it's very clear why Kamala chose you, Tim, okay? Bottom of the barrel stuff, and ain't that the truth? Now to Elizabeth Warren, who went to a classified briefing only to report back on said classified briefing.
I just left a classified briefing on Iran, and here's what I can say. It is so much worse than you thought. You are right to be worried.
I mean, the propaganda is outstanding. And look, while the world is dealing with a crisis in the Middle East, UK MPs decided to take part in ballroom dancing.
Here we go, we're going to turn. Human breaks. Cha-cha-cha. Two and three and cha-cha-cha. Very good. Cha-cha-cha. 2, 3, New York.
All right, that is Lefties losing it, and that does wrap up the news for the day. We're going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Watchman. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Colty, and it's titled, Like Dad Jokes, But Worse. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Ghostly, and it's titled, Phrasing. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Lefties losing it. Green Eyes sounds right. Dumber choosing dumber. Yeah, that's what they do. It's because those people are vile. Matt Rogers, check his computer. Yeah, absolutely. Totally care, dance it out. When in doubt, dance it out. Tony Rez, are we in Idiocracy already? Yeah, I think so. Totally care, God doesn't make mistakes. That's right. Killed Heaven, they need meds. They do, desperately. Thank you so much, Hair Juicer, for the $2 hairs over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Hair Juicer. Thank you so much for the support. Says, how do you get a nun pregnant? How, Hair Juicer? Oh, this one's going to be bad. I'm not going to be able to read this out loud. I know how this one ends. I might be able to read. I don't know. Twitch and YouTube is so fucking soft. I can't wait. So bad. We're all in suspense here. He's probably laughing. That's probably what's happening. He's probably dying laughing right now because I know what he's going to say. What's up, Low Ender? Happy freedom to you. Visions, going back to work. Well, don't work too hard. They don't deserve you, Visions. You deserve to have your pay doubled. You let them know. I said so. Hair Juicer, that's not what I was thinking. Can I say it? I don't know if I can actually say it while YouTube and while Twitch and YouTube is watching. The way you get a nun pregnant is you have the altar boy fart on her lap. The end. All right, hooligans. Jesus. Reading through a little bit more and we'll be getting into the fun stuff. I'm glad you guys got it. Let's get into the fun stuff, you hooligans, before I get a strike over here. Like I said, we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Watchman, and we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Oh, before we get into this, my grow light is dying. My basil plant and everything is suffering, and I put a grow light on the wish list. So if you guys are interested in participating in the birthday unboxing, it's going to happen on Wednesday, and you don't know what I want or need, I need one of those grow lights off of the wish list. I've been trying to tell you guys for 3 days. My plants are sitting there just dying, lack of sunlight. Anyways, I wanted to mention that. Let's see what we get today from the Advent Calendar Sent by Watchman. Now, I'm not sure what day we're on, but I think it's going to be a hard puzzle because I actually figured it out yesterday. So that means today is going to be something I can't figure out. What day are we on? 14. What are we on? Oh, another metal one. We'll see. I like messed the whole thing up here. There we go. It's a little better. All right. This is what we got today. Are we gonna be able to figure this out, Klaus Daniels? Do you know? I can't even get it out of the bag. What do you think? Do we got this? We do. This is what it looks like today. Now let me see if we can work this out. It looks simple, but these puzzles are very deceitful like that. I don't know if they vote Democrat or what, but that's how things go. Now let me see. I feel like I'm onto something here. The more talking I do, the less thinking I do. That usually is the key. I feel like we're right here. What do we do after this point? Now what do I do? Oh, am I figuring it out? I'm not. What am I doing wrong? If my fingers weren't so wide, I'd have an easier time doing this. Come on, man. If I have to look up a tutorial for this, I'm just putting myself in timeout, you know? There's got to be a way. I was so confident in the beginning. I feel like I'm right on the verge. Did I get it? I got it. I did it. I did the thing. Now they're corn skewers. That's what they are, for eating corn. I haven't ate corn in like 20 years, but now can I put it back together? This, Klaus, is coming down to it. If I don't figure this out, you're not eating Fancy Feast today. You realize that? We better figure this out, or else. Will Klaus be getting Fancy Feast? It's not a magic 8-ball, but we're gonna play it like that. We're playing the game like that. I either figure it out or Klaus doesn't eat the Fancy Feast. Come on now. Maybe. I am determined. A little Reaper jerky would probably motivate me a little bit more. Come on. I took it apart. Why can't I get it back together? This is how I learned to build computers. It was the same exact thing. I took it apart. Now how do I get this damn thing back together? God bless America. We may not be feeding the Klaus today. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? God bless America. If I have to look up a tutorial, I'm gonna be pissed. Are you smarter than two metal pieces that are supposed to fit together? I don't think so. I know they go together like this. Do the thing. I want to be able to feed the Klaus Daniels today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure it out. Maybe I'm not a true lesbian. I don't know. God damn it. Gosh dang it. I mean, you guys, I will have to come back tomorrow and show you how to put it back together, because I can't figure it out. Klaus Daniels, you work on this. You want this Fancy Feast? You got homework, buddy. You got homework. Thank you so much, Watchman. It got me today, but I knew that was going to happen. I knew it.
I work at a spa.
Anyways, hold on here. They, them, or whatever your name is. We're going to get into these funny videos here. This first one was provided by Colty, and it's titled, Like Dad Jokes, but worse.
I work at a sperm bank.
And how much do you take home?
Probably about 2 jars a day.
No, oh God. For $20, tell me a secret.
I have a gambling addiction.
Double or nothing. Fuck! What are your kids' names?
Okay, so one's called Pepper, and you'll never guess the next one.
I don't know, Salt?
No, what kind of idiot would name their kid Salt?
Oh, sorry. What is it?
Sodium.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a salad lawyer.
A salad lawyer? What's that?
I do coleslaw.
God damn it. Do you have any hobbies?
I'm getting really into mansplaining.
Mansplaining's something men do.
You like it too?
I walked into that one.
I work at a sperm bank.
And how much do you take?
Yes. All right, getting into our official funny video of the day. This one was provided by Ghostly. Let's get this pulled up real quick like. Oh, wrong button.
People in the world right now.
Oh, hold on a second. All right, you gotta listen closely. This one was provided by Ghostly and is titled Phrasing.
35 million blind people in the world right now. Let's make that 0.
We're talking about genocide and assault on them. Love it. Let's do it. They'll never see us coming.
35 million blind.
They'll never see us coming. That's what Bill Cosby said. Anyways, that's all the news I had for you hooligans today. That's all the coffee. Kofi. Like the drink, only it's not spelled the same. I'm gonna grab this link really quick. I'm gonna drop it in all the chats. We're gonna read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. Then we're raiding out over on Rumble. All right, hooligans, there is a link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience a live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. And like I said, we're going to read through really quick. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Oh my goodness, Green Eyes. Not tonight. Klaus might eat, but not me. Goodness. Decarboxylated coconut oil? What are you talking about, Live Review? You mean weed coconut oil? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, that is what you're talking about. I knew what that decarboxylated meant. I knew. I don't remember what the temp is. You gotta put it in the oven, but I remember. Snooks Klaus is uber bored. No, he's just resting before it's time. I'm gonna have to sit here. It's bothering me that I can't figure this damn thing out. It's so annoying. I'm gonna sit here for like 20 minutes until I figure it out. That's right, Green Eyes. Oh, I appreciate you, Peel to Heaven. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you, Tool to Care. Hope you have a fantastic night. Angry God, someone called Cat Protective Services. Yeah, because poor Klaus Daniels isn't getting the fancy feast. He will once I figure it out. Tool to Care, get the pliers. Yeah. If all else fails, that's what I'll have to do. Cass, at least you solved it. I mean, I made it halfway. We win. Those little puzzles are so cool. I love them. It's difficult to struggle in front of everybody on the live, on camera. It's a little difficult. Oh, I appreciate you, Elder Zoomer. May God bless you. The review, low heat. Yeah, I can't remember what the temp was. I thought it was like 250 degrees, but that might be too high. Thank you, Darkhorn. Thank you for being with us today. Happy freedom to you, Sandra's Library. Oh, I got the slider open. My curtains just started moving, and I was like, oh, it's the cat. And then I could hear Klaus licking himself behind me, and I'm like, wait a minute, the cat's not over there. Like, what the fuck's over there? It's just the wind. It's just the wind. Cass, do you think you'll pick another puzzle advent calendar? It's fun. There is another one on the wish list. I don't know if anyone's going to send it to me, but it's there. And I try. I'm telling you, if I could just figure this out. I know how it's supposed to work. I don't know why it ain't working. I'm going to watch the video and then I'm going to go, oh, it was that easy. Stupid. That's what always happens. It's something about, I'm so damn close. That's what she said. Well, I'll figure it out. Either way, thank you, Rappy. I appreciate you being with us. Have a good night. It is that time once again, hooligans. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing, so it is that time once again. We're going to figure out who we are raiding over on Rumble, but first we have to cut off YouTube because the raids are against community guidelines over there. I guess they tried to give me a strike and this, that, and the other, and we're not going to deal with that. So if you are watching on Twitch and you want to be a part of the raid, you are welcome to join us over on X, YouTube, Kick, Rumble, or jeffmaclive.com. Otherwise, we are cutting off Twitch, and I will see you Twitch hooligans tomorrow about 5 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. All right, everybody else sit tight. We got to cut off Twitch. Then we're raiding out over on Rumble. All right, that is that. Make sure we are disconnected. Gotta go through all these extra steps just because of censorship. Anyways, let's figure out who we're raiding today. Now I gotta check my notes here because Zero told me who we rated. Well, Salty Grower's live. We Are the Show is live. Rotella's live. We already rated Rotella this week. Soundboard Lord is live. Italian is live. Turbo's live. Waffle Meat's live. We might have to raid Waffle Meat. Toasty's live. What is Toasty doing? What time is it? Almost 9. This is Italiano. Toasty. Is she playing Fallout? Oh, she's watching Fallout. Weird. Interesting. Well, I think we're going to raid Waffle Meat. Going on 3 hours. What are they doing? Doing the thing. Solid Snake. R6. I don't know what that is. This might be the new Solid Snake game. Anyways, let's do the raid. We're going to raid Waffle Meat. That's what we're going to do. All right, hooligans, hit that like button as soon as you land, and let's get raiding.
Is sleeping around with somebody who's got an STD. J-Mac! Hold on, wait for it. I am not going in that door. There it is. J-Mac with the raid. Appreciate that, brother. Welcome in, Raiders. Good to see you. Happy Freedom. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate y'all so damn much, bro. You don't even know. Oh, this guy can kiss my ass. He killed me. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm your wholesome whole wheat host, Waffle Meat. You guys are incredible. Absolutely love to see when J-Mac stops in with that stream. Ooh, baby. Girl. Ooh, baby. You've been raided by hooligans. Well, you're in good company then. That's not. Nope, nope. Ace, what are you doing? Oh, he's cooked. Oh, how did he live? Why would you peek that? All right, I'm wrong. Never mind. He sucks. He's ass. He's dog shit. I touched your like. Thanks. Thank you. I'll remember this in therapy. Off of me, good to see you, Cass. Good to see you, Pope. We went told to care. Awesome. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. What an absolutely legendary night. And be sure to stop by and check out my co-host. He is a burgeoning content creator over here on Rumble. Neo's Plays. He's been gaming with me for a few hours. This close to that creator program. Let's see if we can get him there tonight. Have a great...
All right, Hooligans. Fantastic raid. Good stuff. It's always fun. Raid and Waffle Meat there. They hang out in the chat every once in a while. They're a hooligan. Anyways, we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, about 5 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. We're going to read through really quick here. And then I got to figure out this puzzle, or else Klaus doesn't eat today. I try, Mad Riders. I try. Oh, I appreciate you guys some. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Southern Eagleman, America. That's right. That's right. Angry God, I appreciate you hanging out with us today. Enjoy the rest of your night. Blowing me kisses. Thank you, Too Old to Care. Have a good night tonight. Thank you, Patriot Dad. Appreciate you being with us. We win. What are they doing? I don't know what game they were playing. It said Solid Snake, which is like Siphon Filter, I think. Is that what it is? Or is no, it's Metal Gear Solid. That's what it is, Metal Gear Solid. I forgot about, I don't even know what it said now. Siphon Filter, that's an old ass game. I thought it was Metal Gear Solid, but they were not playing Metal Gear Solid. I don't know what they were playing. I don't know if that's like the new Modern Warfare or what. I don't really play those games anymore. Patriot Dad, dinner time. I agree. I'm starving. Cheers to you, King of Biltong. I appreciate you. Watchman, you got another package from Amazon on the way. Got to keep the fun rolling. Badass, Watchman. Thank you so much. So excited for it. Deb Perry, I like the raids. I do too. They're actually a requirement for the Premium Creator Program. We've been raiding all along, though, ever since the feature became available. Thank you, Meta. I hope you have a good night also. What's up, Hankster? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for hanging out today. I'm about to wrap this up. Starving. Appreciate you, MU. Alright, Hooligans. It looks like we are good to go. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow about 5 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. And tomorrow is Happy Freedom Friday. So we will be doing the voice chat over on jeffmaclive.com. Get yourself a paid membership and you will be able to join us in the voice chat. And it's a lot of fun. So definitely go do the thing. It's $10 for the month. What does Here Jesus say? Like 33 cents a day. And Zero says it's less than a pack of smokes a day. So definitely give it a shot. Go do the thing. Go to jeffmaclive.com. Get yourself a paid membership. Join us in the voice chat tomorrow. It is lots of fun. Plus you'll have access to all the features on the website. There's a ton of things to do all day, all night, whether we are live or not. So definitely go do the thing. Either way, I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news. And thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food. Have fun and be safe. And I will try and do the same. And like I said, make your way back to us tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you Hooligans. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. And I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.